Welcome back to Shem's Universe. So today, guys, we're going to discuss karmic debt number 14 over 5 in regards to the Pythagorean numerology. So like I said with the 13, when it's in a solar position, it's quite detrimental, and it can have a very great effect on interpersonal relationships. In regards to the 14 over 5, I'm going to do both polarities for you guys. The positive polarity, let's start with first. Positive of 14 is that you have number 1, which is the sun, number 4, which stands for like Rahu or Uranus, depending on how you look at it, and number 5 is Mercury. So you get like a very fearless adventurer. That's the archetype that we get here. A fearless person who knows how to utilize their time and is probably an entrepreneur. The negative polarity of this is that a person that does not master this number, it's going to work against them. They're going to end up being very fearful. They're not going to have a systematic approach to life with the 4, and then they're going to excessively use their freedom for things such as addictions through the 5. So to get past this is very, very quite simple. You need to simply look at your life and understand that you do have freedom, and that freedom comes from freedom of choice. When the 14 over 5's major problem is that they first get too much involved with their emotions. When their emotions get in the way, they end up not working efficiently, and they end up letting their emotional indulgences lead to other addictive behaviors, such as drinking, drugs, and maybe even sexual addictions, depending on the person, unfortunately. So to master this, what you have to understand first is develop your mind. Understand that in each and every moment of your life, there's a choice that you can make. And that choice is going to depict what's going to happen in your future, your immediate future and in your far-reaching future. Eat all the boring little stuff that you're doing each day, whether or not you're choosing to eat breakfast, have a multivitamin, whether or not you're choosing to drink an adequate amount of water. All that stuff is going to affect you in the future. It's going to affect how you're going to age. It's going to affect how people are going to view you. It's going to affect like your hygiene, your breath, everything. Like everything that you're doing has an equal equation and effect. And the 14 is there to teach you karma. It's very, very similar to the 8 in that respect. So understand that you have great power here. The way you ought to do it is you got to take on the responsibility that the 14 is going to throw at you. The 14 is going to throw a whole bunch of changes your way. Random things are going to occur. And these things are meant to actually grow and empower you. The opposition that you're facing is meant to actually give you the strength to get to the next level. Look at it like a game. As soon as you go up levels in a game, the game gets harder and harder and harder. But because of the experience that you had from the prior level, the next level seems to still get easier. It's weird like that. Sometimes you get met with some challenges, but you're already used to having to fight, so what's a fight to you anymore? That's the thing. So what you have to do is take on the responsibility of the 14 by saying, okay, I have the 1 here, so I've got to make sure I'm not too selfish. I got to still make sure that I'm taking responsibility for myself and the people that I may be responsible for, whether that be my family or a friend or a significant other. I got to look at the 4 and say I got to take a systematic approach to life. The 4 stands for grounding your mind, grounding the goal. The 4 vibrates to the earth itself. So when you understand that, you realize that the 4 now is here to introduce step-by-step processes to get your goal. And the 5 then realizes it's freedom. But when you have discipline, that discipline is going to equal freedom. The whole lesson, if you get anything from this video whatsoever, is that discipline equals freedom. Like I said, it's just like the 8. If you have 14 over 5 in the solar urge position, you're going to have a deep, deep craving for freedom, for excessive, like even indulgences, like I said before, like sexual behavior, drinks, drugs, whatever. You can still party. You can still have all those things, especially when you have a soul number and travel. All those things are very, very important to you. They're going to provide you with that completion that you need. But the thing about it is you can't, it's like having mental masturbation. You're trying to just do things before it's the right time. So you got to first take in all the responsibility that you have, all the debts that you have, everything that's been going on in your life, accept those things, and then work extremely hard to get past them. Because when you get past them, you're then going to have the mental clarity and the mental strength to then enjoy real fun. Because your finances will be good and your life and interpersonal relationships will be great. So with that being said, you're going to have even more fun than if you just do it right now. All right, so that's the whole lesson to the 14 over 5 as a soul urge position, is that you need to take discipline and turn it into freedom. That discipline is not going to be something that's easy. It means you're going to get up each day. You're not going to want to work out. You're not going to want to go to work. You're not going to want to deal with certain types of people. But these are the things that are going to help you evolve to the next level of your life. And when you learn to accept these things without trying to like put emotional taints on it, that's when your addictive behavior will go away, and that's when your life will drastically improve. All right, so if you guys have any questions regarding the 14 over 5, just shoot me a link in the comments, or my Instagram, of course, Shem's Universe 8.0. Send me a DM there. And last but not least, my email, shem_roy@hotmail.com. You can also just give me a link there, and I'll help you out most definitely. But aside from that, guys, please just like, subscribe, holla at me. That's it. Thank you.